Hey, what's up you guys, this is SGB618 here, and after the great feedback of my favourites list, I was requested to do my least favourites list. This video should be pretty self-explanatory, but I'm just going to be talking about 5 Mario Kart tracks that I'm really not a fan of. Now keep in mind that of course this video is entirely my own opinion, so please don't be offended if one of your favourites is on the list, but even with that, these are literally just the tracks that I don't like as much as the other tracks, because I don't really dislike the first 3 tracks on this list. Of course the top 2 I do dislike, but for the rest of the tracks, they're alright, it's just I don't like them as much as the other tracks. And the last thing to say is that of course no battle tracks are allowed, but I think you guys would have known that already. But before this video starts, please make sure that you drop a like on the video if you did enjoy, and please be sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'm a bit of a small channel at the moment, so any support that I can get will be very much appreciated, and if you like Mario and Nintendo stuff then you might as well subscribe. But without further ado, let's just go straight into it. Number 5 on the list actually goes to a fan favourite that was remade in Mario Kart 8. Again, I'm sorry if this is one of your favourites. Number 5 goes to Yoshi Valley. I can already see the hate comments from a mile away, I already know. But before you leave that comment, at least hear me out. I fully understand that this is a very popular track, but I personally feel like the theme of the track itself is kind of boring. I think that Yoshi Circuit creates a far better Yoshi style track by having the track in the shape of a Yoshi and by having a few Yoshi ads throughout the track. In the original version of Yoshi Valley on Mario Kart 64, all they really did was just slap a fat Yoshi egg at the end and boom, Yoshi track. That's how I really see this track in a way. The layout is actually decent, but the idea gets really tiring and annoying when everyone starts to pick it in online play. And yeah, that's just how I feel about the track. Overall, it's okay, but it gets really jarring, and like I said before, Yoshi Circuit is just a better Yoshi track in my opinion. The next track on the list isn't as popular as the last, but it's one of the most recognizable Mario Kart 7 tracks, but that doesn't really change how I feel about it. And that's Woohoo Loop. I'm going to be calling it Woohoo Loop in this part because we know that there's some confusion with the star cut names in Mario Kart 7 from like OST and PAL, but I'm just going to call it Woohoo Loop just to keep it simple. Don't get me wrong, I really do like the idea of making a Mario Kart track based off of Wii Sports Resort, because Wii Sports Resort in my opinion was a great game, but I just can't help but feel kind of underwhelmed by this track. With tracks from other games being brought to Mario Kart like Mute City and Big Blue, they made the design of the tracks look way cooler than their original versions. Now obviously, the 3DS has limitations, so I can't really ask for too much, which is why it's only at number 4 on the list, and the track isn't even that bad in my opinion, but slightly more upbeat music to, you know, keep up with the chaos, shorter roads, and more obstacles would have been nice in my opinion. This track feels slightly out of place compared to the other tracks because it's very slow paced, and apart from the slow and predictable cars, there's really not much going on. I do appreciate the whole road trip feel to the track, but I just don't think that it belongs in a Mario Kart game where there's lots of chaos. Now this track right here, I've never really been a big fan of it, and when I say the name of the track, you may be shocked because it's based off my mascot Shy Guy. Number 3 goes to Shy Guy Beach. This is a very similar situation to Yoshi Valley, but way worse in my opinion. At least with Yoshi Valley being remade on Mario Kart 8, I'm sure the game developers knew that it wasn't really Yoshi enough, so they added a couple of Yoshis around the track, so it made slightly more sense as a Yoshi track. As for Shy Guy Beach, the only thing Shy Guy related is sort of the pirate ship in the background, and you know, it launches bombs onto the track. It's an interesting concept, but the only thing Shy Guy related in this whole track isn't even part of the track. Now this wouldn't be much of an issue if the track itself made up for it, but it's just a flat, boring and empty track in my opinion. The music is okay, but even the theme sounds a little bit boring compared to the other themes. Even a more tropical and relaxing theme like Cheap Cheap Beach would have been nice. Overall, the track suffers due to a very boring track layout, which barely changed from the original version of the track, and does a pretty poor job at both representing the character that this track is based off of, and by not really standing out. And here's the first track on the list where I'll be doing a lot more than just nitpicking. Now when I say the name of the track, I want to see the look on your faces. It's Baby Park on Mario Kart DS. Chill. Okay, now you see what I mean. The DS version, no other version, just that one. Okay, chill, relax. Double Dash introduced Baby Park, and yes, it's very simple, but Double Dash's mechanics and items made it super chaotic and fun. The same goes with Mario Kart 8 and Deluxe. As you can probably tell, unlike the other tracks in the series, Baby Park's enjoyment heavily relies on the game and the mechanics. Double Dash, 8 and Deluxe are unfair and there's a lot going on, so Baby Park condensing all of that into one chaotic track makes it very fun and challenging. Unfortunately, my first Mario Kart game and my second favourite in the series just isn't as chaotic as the other games mentioned before. Because of this, Baby Park in Mario Kart DS is empty, boring and stripped from all of its coolness. As you can probably tell from the footage, there's really not much going on and it's very bland. Mario Kart DS again isn't as unfair and chaotic as the others. Not that it's any worse, because like I said, it's my second favourite, it's just there's not much going on. I personally don't think it's very fitting for Baby Park to be in Mario Kart DS, because Mario Kart DS hasn't really got a lot of broken items and things like that. Nintendo must have known how boring this track was, because normally Baby Park is 7 laps. It was 7 laps in the original, it's even 7 laps in Mario Kart 8 and in Deluxe of course. But in this DS version, they only made it 5 laps. Wow, not even Nintendo likes this track. Oh, you want me to talk about a track that has no replay value? Oh, say no more. A track that I think is hot trash. The track that Nintendo made as dry and as sad as possible. Did I give it away by saying dry? Who cares? Because number 1 is Dry Dry Desert. Viewers of my live streams in the past will not be surprised. And I'm more specifically talking about the Mario Kart 8 version. The original was okay, but you still had fun because of the tornado to avoid as well as the piranha plant. The track had at least some personality by having minor details like the sands being a more cartoony yellow colour and even the pyramids having eyes for some reason. What's my point? The point is that it feels like a Mario Kart track where stuff is actually happening. It feels happy and it feels fictional. But in Mario Kart 8, Nintendo just said, yeah, let's just take all of the cool obstacles and just take those out, and then make everything in the track just one colour. No one will care. Unlike the other tracks on this list where the track itself plays boring, this is an annoying track that looks boring. Am I the only one who thinks that this track looks awful? All I see are piles of sand and everything in the same colour. Even Cheeseland has way more colour and excitement than Dry Dry Desert. Compared to the other desert tracks, this is nothing special at all. Sure, you can argue that Desert Hills is the same, but at least it's short, there's more than one colour, the music's good, and you have a lot more freedom with shortcuts, which is obviously fun. Dry Dry Desert has none of those things. It looks garbage, It's nothing special, it's not fun, and it's annoying because people pick it online all the time for some reason. To this day I don't know why. Because of all of those reasons, Dry Desert is the worst Mario Kart track. So there you have it guys, those are my top 5 least favourite Mario Kart tracks. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and if I mention one of your favourite tracks, then just remember that this list is my own personal opinion, and my opinion is not fact, well, apart from Dry Desert sucking. So comment down below your thoughts on the video, and comment down below your top 5 least favourites, because I'll be very interested to know. Anyway, thank you for watching, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.